I don't know. I wrote here that Wombat should explain the Kotaku. I don't know. Do you want to say anything about the Geo Media situation, Wombat? Being an ad operations professional.
That is what I do, yes.
Is there anything that you want to say about the situation?
The only thing I'd have to say about the situation is reading a lot of people's takes on the situation that have no idea what the job entails is kind of frustrating.
Okay. In what way?
A lot of people have a lot of presumptions and facts wrong about how these kind of things work, especially since, according to what was that article that you sent today, the Daily something?
Oh.
The one that you sent me. I don't know.
I fire these things off fast, Wombat. I can't account for them. It
implied that it was a direct sale buy, which is a very different animal in itself.
Right, yes, I remember that.
And, the type of communication that an ad ops and a client services and a sales team might have with the ad agency involved with the ad itself and the type of leverage that they have to fix things. It makes it, I feel like there may just have been some communication that was missed between all of the departments, or there's just a piece that's missing from all the information that we're getting.
You sound exactly like me with all of these other things that I've ever talked about.
Well, this is my
I've been
job,
on the wrong.
so
I've been on the wrong
it.
side.
I know it very well. Yeah, and it's just.
Oh, I know. I realize what side you're coming from.
And I've even dealt with.
You're the man. I know that.
I've dealt with autoplay audio ads in the past, and I've had to deal with it because there's this thing, and I think it's something that's, I don't know, maybe it is important for everyone to know about, maybe it's not, but it's called the Better Ad Standards, and they became mandatory, I say in quotes, about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. They were implemented by all the major ad-serving companies, Google being the largest, and if you violate it, you can get your license pulled. So anyone that uses Google to serve their ads, if they violate the standards, they get their license pulled and then they can't run any ads. So it seems silly. And auto-playing audio is one of the violations. So it seems like a silly risk to take.
So what you're saying is it's not likely that these guys were supposed to be running an ad campaign that included auto-playing audio.
It seems
it's
like
more like a technical problem.
It feels like there was either a technical issue or an issue with the ad serving tag, which may actually have been, in most cases, is served from the ad agency's end, not the actual website's end. So it may not even have been something that the website could have fixed. But, there are some workarounds, but, it could require a whole third party thing. There's just a lot of moving pieces that I know about because I deal with it every day.
So maybe they posted that the blog post that went across the whole Gawker network that was complaining about the ads. You think they posted that maybe too quickly? They should have let that.
Oh, that's just it. I don't know how long the audio ads had been running before they posted the article. Like, had it been 2 days? Had it been a week? It is the kind of thing that maybe it could take a week, even a week and a half to fix.
What is the statute of when you think that article should happen?
Like, I would say minimally 2 weeks.
I'd say a week.
A week to 2 weeks.
No, but why would you run? Wouldn't you just not run the ads at all if there's some technical problem where all the ads?
Well, not if you oversold it and have no choice but to keep running it.
But surely that's.
The problem where I think the failure is, and I'll say this, the failure probably on management's end is the communication to editorial. I feel that, again, there's two missing pieces. That's where I feel like these missing pieces are. Where if what I'm saying is right, which again, I don't know, I don't work for these companies, and the audio was a technical issue that they were working on, was this communicated to editorial? And was it communicated properly? Because if I was having this issue and our editor-in-chief emailed me. Again, this is a hypothetical because it's not happening to me, but I would like to think that if the editor-in-chief of one of our publications emailed me and said, this audio is really annoying, we're getting a lot of complaints, I could email back and I would CC probably my boss and the CEO and be like, I fully understand your frustrations. I'm frustrated with it too. We're working on fixing it. Here's my last correspondence with the agency. We hope to have this resolved in the next 3 days. We really appreciate your patience. So, if that email wasn't sent, then I could understand why editorial would be like, this is outrageous. Let's do something drastic. I mean, maybe a little too drastic, but...
But why? But wouldn't the advertiser not want their ads disturbing people?
It's the opposite.
They want their ads to disturb people?
Actually, you know what? I can't say that. I've dealt with clients that actually, they make it a thing where it's like, we adhere to the better ad standards. Can you please confirm that all of your sites adhere to better ad standards? It's really important to us, and we want to make sure it's as important to you as it is to us. So that is definitely a thing. And I've also had the opposite, where they email and say, we want our ads to be as disruptive as possible.
Interesting. All right.
So I can't say one way or another, which I know doesn't help.
Right. There's some pieces missing, important pieces.
I feel like there's important
pieces
pieces missing because, again, we don't work for this company. I can only talk about my experience and what I know. And I feel like there's probably... I don't think it's as black and white as this side is right and this side is wrong. That's the net.
Sounds like you're rooting for the man. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Well, I hope everything works out for everybody.
I do too.
I've enjoyed a lot of stories on Kotaku. Even very recently, there's been a lot of good reporting going on there. So yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say,
but
really.
I don't think you can ever post that article.
About your ads on the website?
Yep.
There's no... Yeah.
There's... It ends up with this.
Right.
Right? Like, there's not... You just can't do that.
You can't butt heads in that, especially when you have new ownership. It seems like intentionally looking to fight with them.
Right.
Sorry, I have a mosquito flying around in the room, and it's
Go get it.
distracting. I'm trying to. So if you heard the whipping sound, that's what that was.
If I hear you knock over a lamp, I know
exactly.
what that is.
But anyway, no, Shipwreck's not wrong about this either. I did the math in the article you sent me. If it was, for that $1 million campaign and how many impressions they were running and what kind of rates they were getting.
Yeah.
They were getting really good rates for that video. That's they lost a lot of money.
Who's they?
The publisher. Was it
Right.
Go Media?
Go Media. I just saw it. The G, I assume, is for Gawker. So I'm just saying. I don't know
when
if it
this
is.
campaign started and how much of it they had run,
Right.
but if they had to throttle it because it was falling behind, if they hadn't reached the halfway point and they lost $500,000.
Right. It's not ideal.
No one wants to lose $500,000.
They don't?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, we solved that problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We can choose. Let's pick and choose what stories we want to do because it's getting late and my ass is getting more sore and more sweaty. Somehow it's 76 degrees down here.
Yeah, it's warm. It's warm out.